Bread's done. Got a nice char on both sides. So let's take this first egg and lay that thing on top. Yeah, bro. What's up, everybody? It's another day with Chef Jay, and today I think we're gonna go with a breakfast, I guess kind of lunch item. Never thought that I would be making avocado toast, but I think we're gonna do it today. So here's our ingredients. You might be looking at it saying, Chef Jay, that's an awful lot of ingredients for a piece of toast, and you're right. It is a lot of ingredients for some toast. We're gonna start off with this nice big old piece of artisan bread, cut off a fat slab of that, toast it up. And then we got radishes, an egg, a couple avocados, a shallot, a tomato, and then for a nice fruit side, we're gonna put some mango slices and some blackberries. Before we cut up anything, we gotta make sure our knife is nice and sharp. We're just gonna get a couple of nice strokes on here. We got our board again, got our big board here again. We're gonna cut this hunk of bread here using these serrated edges. On bread is a lot easier than using this flat edge knife. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off this end here. You can see there's like some nice seeds and stuff inside this bread. It actually looks really good. All right, so now we're gonna take a nice thick piece. I'm saying like probably an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch thick. All right, so there you have it. We got two nice pieces. Now we're gonna make a nice guacamole to go on the avocado toast. These two guys right here, and we're gonna shove them into this mortar right here. If you don't know how to cut an avocado, it's very simple. Buying them, if you squeeze them and they're a little soft, it's usually good. If you take off the top piece, usually they're a little brown right in the little stem action right there. Just take this, and you're gonna hit the pit right in the middle, and then we're just gonna rotate the avocado right around it. Give it a little twist. And there you go. There's now a little wrist flick. Look at the flick of that wrist. Pop it out like this. Throw them into our mortar pestle. So I'm gonna mash these avocados up in here. This thing is pure stone, super heavy. So what we're gonna do is just kind of make cubes just to make this a little easier to mash. So we did 2 slits down that way, 2 slits down that way. Now we're gonna take our spoon and we're just gonna kind of stick it in the edge and scoop this stuff out. Avocados are cubed up, taken out of the skin, thrown in our little bowl here. Take our nice shallot. We're gonna dice this baby up. We're gonna take the top off. To the top of my DJ Khaled. To the top of the Maybach. For all you guys that don't know, a shallot is just a small onion. It's a little softer flavor than a regular onion here. We're gonna take this root and we're barely gonna cut it off here. So just a little baby cut. Half this, peel it, split it down the center, do this. And we're just gonna give it a nice, now that's years of practice to get that speed, baby. We're gonna take them, throw them in this huge bowl. Yes, I know, it's a ton of stuff in there. Forgot to wear my goggles today. Let's chop up some cilantro and then squeeze a lime in there, salt and pepper, call it a day for the guacamole. I have some cilantro left over from the last meal we filmed here, but it's looking a little wilted. So we got our wilted cilantro here. Most of this is stems. We're just gonna take the pieces off that we need here. We got our cilantro. If you guys can see, there's a lot of stems. We're gonna chop through it anyway. Take this, throw it in there as well. We're gonna take our lime, really roll this thing out to get the juices out. This lime is kind of hard, so the more you roll it, the easier it's gonna be to squeeze. So we're gonna take this, have that, squeeze it out here. Get all that good stuff in there. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then we're gonna take our mortar. Totally forgot to button this thing. Oops. Chef Jay, baby, right here. All right, so we're all buttoned up now. We just mashed up the avocados, the shallots, the cilantro, the lime. Guacamole's done. Let's go ahead and give it a try. That's good. Might be a little bit too much lime, but that's gonna taste good on the toast. I don't have anything to really toast these guys on. My broiler in my oven sucks. Our toaster's too small, so I'm gonna have to use the grill again. Propane. 2 of these burners, and maybe 3 just to be safe. Grill's warming up. I'm gonna finish chopping radishes. If you've never seen them before, this is what they look like. They come in this big kind of bushel. 1 tomato and some garlic. That's what I gotta chop up. Got our radishes, just pluck them off from the end here. Chop off the ends. Have them. They're gonna add a little crunch to our dish here. You know, we're gonna keep on cutting here. Like these pieces right here, like this guy is perfect. This piece right here is a little more thick. You know, we want them thinner. If you've never had a radish before, they're pretty good. You know, there's not a crazy amount of flavor for them, but they're nice and crunchy, have like a nice earthy flavor. Start by having the tomato straight through the vine. Kind of get rid of that guy. You know, I don't like a crazy amount of tomato, so I'm just gonna do relatively thin slices. So take this knife and kind of be gentle going down because tomatoes are soft. The sharper your knife is, the easier this is gonna be. Other half of the tomato here, we're just gonna slice out since we cut it. I'm not sure I'm really gonna need this, but here it is. What the heck is going on? You can do it! So we got our tomatoes, got our radishes. So let's get some of this garlic. I'm not gonna need much. I don't know, these three, maybe this fourth one, we'll see. Mash them up, peel them. Garlic's peeled. We're gonna chop this a little finer than we did in the previous video because we're gonna try to make these blend in with the oil as much as we can. I just did kind of long slits down the edge and then dice them down the other way. That should be enough. And then I'm gonna kind of mince them a little bit. And what mincing is kind of just pressing these little pieces to make some of the garlic juices come out a little more. Then we're gonna take our knife, flatten it, and just take a little piece at a time and just kind of pull it away. So if my board was a little drier, you'd be able to see this really easily, but this is pulling all the garlic juice out of these things. And this is gonna go right in with the oil and on top of this bread. Okay, so we got our radishes cut, our tomatoes cut, we got our garlic minced, bread slices next. But in the meantime, Kilo just came home.
Number crunch Kilo.
Number crunch Kilo.
I see we got a nice fine meal being prepped by the one, the only Chef Jay. Get in on that. Get in on that. You're Chef Jay in the house.
Okay, so he's gonna help me film so I don't have to hold this thing anymore. We got our 2 pieces of bread. These babies, we're gonna throw them down, give them a nice slap, and we're gonna drizzle them with some olive oil we got here, and then throw this kind of minced garlic on there. A healthy portion of this olive oil here. Take half and put it on here and just give it a nice little spread. We're gonna take these, follow me to the grill. And then we're just gonna right down on there.
To Chef Kilo, checking in for, Mr. Chef Jay. Let's take a look at this bread, see how we doing over here. I think we gotta call the chef over. Hey, yo, chef!
Oh my God, that is, woo!
Nice little toast.
All right, let's get this one. Could use it another second. Bread's done. Got a nice char on both sides. It's gonna be nice and crunchy. We're gonna set this aside, let them cool down a little bit. We're gonna prep this mango here. Well, they're a little tricky to cut. There's kind of these fat parts, the red parts, the cheeks. So gotta give those cheeks a nice old smack. We're gonna try to cut to the side of the pit and hopefully not nick this pit here. All right, so there's one good cut. So if you try to cut right alongside of it, you're gonna miss it every time here. We got 2 nice pieces here. What we're gonna do is kind of score these through to the skin, not all the way through, because we want to keep the skin intact. So now we have 9 little squares here, and if we kind of flip it inside out, we get this nice, cool little effect here. So we got 2 nice pieces of mango here. Now we're going to fry 2 eggs for these avocado toasts, because it's gonna be a full breakfast. All right, so we're gonna turn this on kind of like a medium heat here. This pan should be hot now. I like to put my hand over it to really feel the heat. It feels pretty hot. We're gonna take these 2 eggs, a little crack right there. So we'll take the second one, pop it in the other side. And we're gonna season a little bit, nice and light with this stuff, and a little bit of pepper. So we're gonna let these cook. We're gonna prepare the toast with some guacamole, tomatoes, radishes, and hopefully these eggs will be done just in time. We're gonna get these 2 nicely toasted pieces of garlic toast. We're gonna take our guacamole we made earlier, put kind of a, I hope you like it, nice and slimy. Take some of this red pepper flakes for a little spice, toss them on top. 2 of these slices of tomatoes, some of these radishes. Eggs are frying away. So as you can see here, we're starting to get some nice brown edges. Probably only needs like another 30 seconds or so, and those are gonna be ready to throw on there. We're gonna shut off the stove, bring these babies over here. Got the edges are nice and crispy. So let's take this first egg and lay that thing on top nicely. Lay that on there nicely. Boom. Put each of these guys in here. Add our mango, a few blackberries. Tuck these babies in there. We got some chives. kind of fresh flavor. Don't need much of them. Sprinkle these babies right on there.
I totally missed you, my bad.
Nice dish right here. We got garlic toast, guacamole, tomatoes, radishes, fried egg, topped with scallions with a nice side of mango and blackberries. Me and my buddy Kilo here, we're gonna chow down on these. Today, Junior! Let me get a yolk split. Oh yeah.
One bite, everybody knows the rules. Get a piece of egg, a little tomato, a little avocado. Throw that little radish on top. Don't play yourself. Always gotta have the radish. Avocado greatly seasoned. Tomato on top. That radish. The egg cooked perfectly. Chef Jay, you did it again.
Okay, baby. What would you give it? 1 out of 10.
Presentation 8.4.
Okay.
Taste 8.3.
8.3, 8.4. Not too bad. The meal's all cooked. Got it plated. Kilo's chowing down behind us. I'm gonna take this coat off. Sit down. Give us the taste test. First, let's give this yolk. Oh yeah. Let it ooze. I'm gonna take a big healthy portion here. This nice crispy garlic bread, tomato, radishes. Wow. That is very good. That might be one of my favorite avocado toasts I've ever had in my life. Try these nice berries. Those are fresh. Try a piece of this mango. That's nice and sweet and soft. I'm gonna tear down this whole thing. That's the video for today. I'll be back for another one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Check the link in the description. Follow your boy at that guy Chef J on Instagram. All right, I'm out. Peace. Like a big guy, buddy. Let's go.